The VPN industry runs on fear and a fundamental misunderstanding of how the internet works. They sell you a product by telling you that without it, hackers at the coffee shop are reading your email, your ISP is selling your browsing history to advertisers, and you are basically broadcasting your entire digital life to anyone who cares to look. Some of that was true a decade ago. Most of it is not true today. And the parts that are still true, a VPN does not always fix them. Here is what your VPN actually does, technically, and what it does not do, no matter how much the marketing implies it does. A VPN, virtual private network, creates an encrypted tunnel between your device and a server operated by the VPN provider. All your internet traffic is routed through that tunnel. From the perspective of your ISP, your coffee shop's Wi-Fi router, or anyone monitoring the network between you and the VPN server, your traffic looks like an encrypted connection to a single server, the VPNs. They cannot see the individual sites you are visiting, or the content of your communications. That is what a VPN actually does. The destination website sees the VPN server's IP address instead of yours. That is the second thing it does. Here is what a VPN does not do. It does not make you anonymous. It shifts where your traffic is visible from, not whether it is visible. Traffic is encrypted between you and the VPN server. Between the VPN server and your destination website, it is decrypted and visible again. Any VPN server monitoring their own traffic can see everything you do. And the destination website still gets a connection from an IP address, the VPNs, which is trivially linked back to VPN services. Add your browser fingerprint, cookies, account logins, and behavioral patterns, and anonymity evaporates regardless of what IP address the server sees. The public Wi-Fi threat is the strongest VPN use case, and it has been largely superseded by HTTPS. In 2015, roughly half of the web ran on HTTP, meaning your coffee shop's Wi-Fi router could see every page you visited and every form you submitted. Today, over 95% of web traffic is HTTPS encrypted. The content of your web browsing, the pages, the forms, the passwords, is encrypted between your browser and the destination server, regardless of whether you use a VPN. A man-in-the-middle attacker on public Wi-Fi can still see which domains you visit, but not the content. A VPN adds a layer to that, but it is a much thinner layer than it used to be. ISP surveillance is a real concern that a VPN partially addresses. Your ISP can see every DNS query you make, meaning every domain name you look up, and can log this data. In countries where ISP data retention is mandated by law, or where your ISP sells browsing history data to advertisers, this is a genuine privacy exposure. A VPN encrypts your DNS queries and prevents your ISP from seeing your traffic destinations. However, you have now transferred that visibility to your VPN provider. The question becomes, do you trust your VPN provider more than your ISP? Many VPN providers make extensive logging claims that are largely unverifiable. VPN provider trustworthiness is the core unresolved problem. VPN companies claim to keep no logs of user activity. This claim is marketing. Some providers have demonstrated their no-log claims were genuine. ExpressVPN, NordVPN, and Mullvad have had servers seized by law enforcement with no useful data recovered. But dozens of VPN providers caught claiming no-log policies have been found, logging extensively. PureVPN provided FBI with user logs leading to a cyberstalking conviction. IPVanish was found sharing logs with Homeland Security. In each case, the marketing said no logs. The reality said otherwise. The legitimate use cases for a consumer VPN are narrower than the marketing implies, bypassing geographic content restrictions, preventing your ISP specifically from seeing your browsing destinations, and adding encryption on public Wi-Fi for legacy or non-HTTPS applications. If you need genuine privacy protection from a sophisticated adversary, a journalist protecting sources, an activist in a repressive regime, a whistleblower, a VPN alone is not sufficient and may create a false sense of security. Tor provides stronger anonymity guarantees by routing traffic through multiple hops, though with significant speed penalties. If you do use a VPN, The most important selection criteria is verifiable, no-log policy combined with independent audit. Mulvad has been audited multiple times and publishes results. Proton VPN is operated by the Swiss-based organization behind Proton Mail, with a privacy mission built into the business model. Open-source VP and clients that you can verify yourself are preferable to closed-source applications where you cannot audit what data the client actually sends. Kill switch functionality, which cuts your internet connection if the VPN drops rather than falling back to your regular IP, is a baseline requirement for privacy-focused use. The single most effective privacy tool is not a VPN. It is HTTPS everywhere, combined with DNS over HTTPS or DNS over TLS. Most of what a VPN protects you from on public Wi-Fi was already addressed by the industry shift to HTTPS. Adding encrypted DNS ensures the one remaining visible data point, which domains you visit, is also protected. This combination costs nothing, requires minimal configuration on modern browsers, and provides the core privacy benefits without routing your traffic through a third-party server you have no visibility into. A VPN is a tool. Like most tools, it does exactly what it was designed to do, and nothing more. The marketing wrapped around it claims significantly more. Know what problem you are actually solving before you route your traffic through someone else's server, and assume you are protected. If you want to understand what tools actually do, provide meaningful anonymity and privacy online, our video on Signal versus WhatsApp versus Telegram covers the cryptographic reality behind each, and why the differences matter more than the marketing. A VPN moves who can see your traffic. It does not make your messages private. To understand which apps actually protect what you say, Signal versus WhatsApp versus Telegram breaks down the cryptography behind each. It is on this channel.